fuck are you doing, woman? Jesus Christ. Anyway, what's up, guys? Freddie here. Oh my god, it's such a beautiful day. Like, it's the first beautiful day we've had in a long time, and it is Easter as well, so it makes it all the sweeter. Very nice, but finally I don't feel like I'm gonna turn into a snot-filled, fucking leaking, fucking icicle when I go out for a ride, which is decent. It's also not gonna rain. Hell yeah! In the money! I'm trying out a new camera angle as well. Hopefully it'll look alright. I mean, don't know how it will look because I haven't really sorted out the proper position yet, but fuck it. Today I wanted to talk mainly about my Yamaha YZF-R125, and I wanted to do a kind of like a review of 2 months in after having the motorcycle, and you know, sort of the pros and cons I thought about it, the pros and cons of the motorcycle. I love this bike, absolutely. I really love it. But it is definitely a learner's bike. There's no sort of two ways around that. I think that if you're a rider who's not a learner but you want kind of like a low power fuel economy machine, I would definitely get a 300. Something with a little bit more top end, because as I'll go into, like, one of the downfalls, not very many of them to be fair, but one of the downfalls of this bike is most definitely its top end power. It just doesn't really get there. Oh my god, I'm so jealous of that balloon. So, okay, well let's, 2 months in with this bike, what have I learned? Well, put it this way, I am going to talk to you from this as like a perspective of a new rider. Someone who's, kind of experienced now, maybe. But yeah, so I mean, 2 months in, haven't had a single issue with it. This isn't a new one. For those of you that don't know, this is a 2008 R125 that I bought second hand, and it really didn't have that many miles on it. I bought it with 3,000. I put it on just coming up 4,000 now, so I've nearly put 1,000 miles on it. I don't ride too far away. I've done a couple long distance journeys, like sort of an hour and a half, 2 hours each, to up and from London and stuff. But nothing too kind of like, I don't really have an opportunity to ride it all the time. Wow, that's quite cool. And I mean, it's a great little sporty bike. It looks fantastic. It really does. Out of all the 125s, this is probably the best looking one. I certainly think so, and I think a lot of people would agree with me. If you're gonna go for a super sport style, this is definitely it. It has the rugged looks. I mean, the new ones as well, I mean, they look really good. I still prefer the look of the old ones. I think the new ones look too kind of like I Am Robot-like. Well, that's just me anyway. Let's see if we get the nod here. We did indeed. The riding position is not okay. Let's start with the cons. Start with the cons. The cons of this bike. Okay, first con of this bike. It is slow as fuck when you get past 70 miles an hour. And I mean that in the literal sense of that phrase. As fuck. It would be quicker to watch, two slugs trying to reproduce. That's how it feels. But, that's what you get with a 125 that's not a fucking two-stroke. I think most of them would be that kind of power struggle up at that speed. I don't think many of them would be. I don't think many of them would be that powerful. It definitely struggles up at the top end. I mean, I believe that this bike's capped at, like, as in capped at 84 miles an hour, and you can only get close to that speed if you're going downhill, being chased by a bunch of zombies, and someone's out pushing, the other guy's towing you. Like, it's from my experience, it's pretty difficult to get up to anything past like 78 miles an hour. It's pretty difficult. I've been about 78, and that's like really pushing it. So I mean, the issue with that is that the issue with that is that once you get past, you know, if you're trying to do long trips on the motorways or whatever, you're gonna get a little bit frustrated if you're gonna buy this bike for commuting long distances. I really feel you would. Like, I struggle with it. I would rather take the train instead of doing long journeys on this, simply because of the lacking of power, and you just really have to sort of keep the throttle pins. And frankly, it's a bit scary when you know, you're getting at that speed and stuff. And it's a light bike as well. I mean, you feel the wind really sort of whipping around you, and you just can't really get enough speed to sort of cut through it. And especially when you feel like you actually lose speed as well. Like, let's say there's a wind coming at you, even when you have the throttle fully pinned open, you still lose speed. It just doesn't have the top end. I mean, it's fantastic at lower end, but it just struggles otherwise. Okay, another con is I wouldn't get a sports exhaust on this. If I could buy this bike again, I would get a stock exhaust. I mean, I love the sound that this thing makes. Well, I loved it because I have a Devalovich or something sports exhaust, which came with the bike when I bought it, and it's loud as fuck. I mean, it is really loud, but it doesn't sound good loud. It sounds like you're driving a 125 and trying to be really loud and obnoxious and think you're driving something bigger. And also, I was talking to a mechanic as well, and he was telling me that he would refuse to service the bike without replacing the aftermarket exhaust with a stock. Simply because apparently the aftermarket exhaust apparently generates a much larger quantity of heat, which apparently really reduces the life of the engine. So to all you aspiring sports exhausters out there, just think twice about it and really do your research, I would suggest. Oh, steep fucking hill! Another thing I dislike about this bike is definitely the mirrors. I'm quite large, I'm 6 foot, and I'm quite wide as well. I'm not fat, I'm big bang. But no, I find it quite difficult to scratching my nose. Oh my god. I find it quite difficult to sort of just glance and see what's behind me. I feel that I'm always having to lift my elbows out of the way, which, you know, I don't really know how that works, but I would definitely sort of put them out a little bit more. The other thing that this bike requires is just, for those of you who want to buy it, just to think about it, fuck me, it drinks engine oil like there is no tomorrow. It is an absolute guzzler, that stuff. So if you're going out for a long ride or a race or whatever, I would highly recommend that you check out your engine oil levels, because I think the container's only about a litre anyway, and for some reason it just chunks through it. I mean, it's not expensive to maintain, not by a long shot, but it is just something, just if you want to prolong the life of your R125, you just need to think about it. Look at that. It's not a bad view. Fucking ducks and shit, look. Oh, I wish I had some bread. Damn it. I want to feed the ducks. Never too old to feed the ducks. Fucking love ducks. Come on, mate. Oh, I'm a bit of a willy. So the pros of this bike are, I think, you know, definitely outweigh the small cons I have. The pros are, 1, looks fucking sick as shit. Like, let's be honest, like, you want to buy a good looking bike. Definitely a good looking bike. 2, it is very light and nimble. It weighs just a bit over 100 kilos, and you know, you can really chuck it around, and you can really kind of get used to how counter steering works on the motorcycle very easily from learning on this R125. The other pro I find is that it has a nice little oomph every now and again of power, but you know, it's nothing that's worried about my GoPro falling off. But it doesn't have enough power that, you know, if you accidentally pull too much on the throttle, it lurches forwards and then you freak out. There's nothing like that. The other thing I love about this bike are the brakes. They are insane. They're very, very quick. Very sharp brakes. You do need to get used to them. Because as I've said in my other videos, like, this bike, unfortunately, well, fortunately, they're very strong brakes. They really, really hold their value. You know, you can pretty much buy and resell for the same price nowadays.
Fuck me, lights, come on.
Getting some sex juice. Some of that loving.
The thing is, like, this is another thing as well, is that, fuck me, the fuel is so cheap as shit. Get in the hole. Get in the fucking hole. Get in the fucking hole. So, we have a look here. Literally it takes about probably £4, £5 top. Like, completely full tank. Bang. Fucking knew it, mate. Sexy, sexy, sexy. I'm wearing my summer gloves today because I can. My other ones are very, very warm. Oh, what is that? Oh. I want to be cool.
See, this is about, I'm fully pinned, 67. If you're really cool, and you live in the middle of buttfuck nowhere, your bike becomes a dirt bike, and it handles it absolutely rubbishly. Like, you know, I love this bike, but sports bikes are hard as fuck. I mean, I've pretty much lost, I don't know, perhaps lost my capability of reproducing after riding this bike for 2 months. But right now, anyway guys, like this video if you like the video.